Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hello everyone, Craig here with another great business to discuss on this episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. Today's guest is Jason, and he's selling his affiliate business on the Empire Flippers marketplace. So welcome to the show, Jason, and how are you doing today?
Thanks. I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic, thank you for asking. I'm looking forward to talking more about your business. Before we dive in, let's go over a brief summary of the business. It's an affiliate business in the business niche, created in November 2019. The average monthly revenue for the business is $6,359 and makes an average of $5,954 net profit each month. For everyone listening, you can go to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 48093 to learn more about the business. Or you can unlock this listing to start your due diligence if you're interested in purchasing this asset. So now that I've given a general overview of the business, let's have a look at what's included in the sale. We have the domain and all site content and files, an additional domain that's used as a 301 redirect, an email list with 5,486 subscribers in total, social media accounts for Facebook and LinkedIn, SOPs, supplier contracts and relationships, and Upwork account. Okay, now Jason, I'd like to hear from you. Can you tell us a little about your background in building and running online businesses?
Sure. So I started in online space in college doing web design. So as a way to bring in cash without having to work a real job and pick up clients on the side, learn about different online marketing tactics. And I continued after school, mostly working with different small businesses or nonprofits that I would get into contact with, and then leverage that into a full-time job with a large agency working in different marketing capacities for big companies. And sort of got disillusioned with the industry that business was working in. So I decided to, go my own way and turn back to working with local businesses and nonprofits and do my own consulting. And then this business model in particular with the affiliate sort of fell backwards into just creating blog posts to share information, and they would rank, get some traction. And then I found more about SEO and learned how to optimize those. And so I grew that from sort of happy accident into a real business model.
Okay, great. And how did you come up with the idea to start this business in particular?
Yeah, it started out as just a way to communicate with my consulting clients, kind of answer frequent questions and give information that I know people in the industry wanted to read about and needed to run their businesses. And then, of course, since it was information that people wanted, it would get picked up in Google and start to rank. And I found ways to monetize that through adding affiliate links. And it started to kind of outcompete my consulting income and become a more attractive revenue stream. So at some point in 2019, I'm all in with the blog and affiliate. So it was much more bang for the buck than consulting.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So how does this business primarily make money?
Mostly from key blog posts that I've monetized with affiliate links and promo codes and things like that. So readers find me through SEO and click through and get the revenue from affiliate blog posts.
Was there any other reason outside of your consulting work that you decided to choose this niche?
Yeah. So initially, some of the consulting I was doing included nonprofits, and that industry had a bit more soul to it than the big corporate environment I was working in previously. And along with nonprofits, small businesses were also interested in the topics I was talking about. So that kind of formed a niche working with startups, nonprofits.
Okay, great. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So how come you're selling the business at this point?
Quite honestly, healthcare is the biggest reason. My wife and I are going to start a family soon, and having a baby while self-insuring in the United States is absurdly expensive in the current day and age. So selling will give us cash to prepare for a baby and leave me free to get a full-time job where we can have proper healthcare.
Excellent. Yeah. So is there anything you learned from this business that you will apply to future sites or businesses?
Yeah, I really learned the power of marketing automation through this business in the manner that I get people to participate in the affiliate links. I also get some email subscriptions and built an automation that would remind them to use the promo code or kind of nudge them to click the link and follow through with completing the transaction. And once I had that automation up and running, there was 3 to 4 times increase in revenue. So that little bit of extra effort really came through, showed the value of those nurturing streams.
Okay. And was there anything you tried that didn't work?
So I created a Facebook and a LinkedIn page, but I don't think I shared enough new content frequently enough to entice people to follow. It would be maybe once a month that I'd share something. So that's not really going to entice a lot of people to check out this new page. In my personal life, I really don't spend a lot of time on social media. I try to avoid it. So I think it's more my reluctance to fully engage with that channel than a flaw in the tactic itself. But for my specific experience, it didn't work for me.
Right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So where does the majority of your traffic come from?
So the large majority is SEO. So I've put a lot of work into keyword optimizing my site and also re-optimizing posts as things change and programs are updated and the industry evolves. So that's kept me at the top of the ranks in Google. And then the remainder is, of course, backlinks and networking with industry websites and also email subscribers using those nurturing streams and automations to get people back to the site to a degree.
So outside of the SEO work you do and email, do you do anything else in terms of marketing?
Really not. I prefer to optimize the post enough so that people come to me rather than having to bombard people with messages or anything like that. And as I mentioned, social media isn't really my forte. So digging into the code to find more ways to make my site attractive to other people rather than doing a different form of proactive marketing is how I prefer to grow my site.
Okay, great. If you were to keep the business, what are some ways that you would try to grow it?
I think I'd first make an honest to God publishing schedule to flesh out the content and diversify the affiliates I'm drawing income from and revenue. So I did a test run of that strategy earlier in the year, and that affiliate now accounts for 15% of the monthly revenue. So that was a big success. And if I wanted to invest more time in the business, that seems like a fruitful avenue. And there's also affiliates with more products under the affiliates I already have relationships with. So, it would kind of be a snowballing effect because I'd be able to leverage those relationships to get better rates. So, growing the affiliate base would definitely be a home run strategy.
Excellent. Yeah. So can you describe the amount and type of work you do on this site for maintenance?
Yeah. So quite honestly, I log in maybe once a month to update plugins and fix any errors in posts that I might get comments about or notice myself. And then maybe once a quarter to do larger copy updates. But by and large, the affiliate posts I've generated and the way the automations run, it's kind of the epitome of passive income.
Okay, and related to that, what skills or requirements are there for someone not familiar with the niche or this type of business model?
Yeah, so the niche, I don't know if it requires too much particular skills or requirements. Us being all business owners, I think there's a lot of transferable skills and knowledge that we have used to market to people in the business niche. So not much specific knowledge needed there. With someone new to the affiliate business model, I think it's really forgiving and the income is going to come in either way. That foundation is not eroding or requiring your active participation. So you really are free to try out new methods to grow the site without much pressure of falling back behind.
Absolutely. And what do you think are the biggest risks with this site that a buyer should be aware of?
Sure. I think the site relying heavily on a couple of affiliates is obviously an inherent risk. You'd want to diversify further. But temper that fear with the history of payouts that I have from the site. I mean, it's been my full-time income for over a year, and it's been reliable enough that we've been able to buy a house on it and do renovations to our house. So it served me well. And then I've also already made inroads to mitigate that risk. We should talk about those additional affiliate posts, the one that makes up 15% of our income now. So that's certainly something a buyer can continue and use to grow the site further.
Okay, great. So putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think this is a business worth buying?
Yeah, so this is really, again, the epitome of a passive income business. In renovating this house, there's been times when I've neglected to check the website or log in my email 2 months at a time, and the revenue wasn't harmed by that. The business still continues to run and do its thing. My wife and I took a month to drive across the country and see a friend's wedding. And again, the business kept chugging along. It just required minimal, checking the analytics from me. So the lifestyle that you're able to have by owning a business as passive is definitely worth looking into.
Okay, and regarding the sale of this business, would you commit to a non-compete?
Yeah, absolutely. I plan on getting a full-time job in a separate industry to get those healthcare benefits. So it would be no problem. I would not even be the same sphere of influence. So yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. And how much support are you willing to offer buyers? Are you going for the standard 30 days of email and Skype support?
Yeah, standard stuff's all included, of course. And if the buyer has any extraordinary needs or concerns, I'm absolutely open to negotiating some additional support.
That's really great. Are you open to negotiating something like an earnout?
Yeah, that's something I'd be open to negotiating as well.
Okay, excellent. Is there anything else you'd like to share that I might have missed?
I think we might have covered it all. It's just a good, solid passive income that has allowed me a lot of freedom. And now I'm just looking to start a new chapter.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for your time, Jason. It's been great talking to you.
Thanks. You as well.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 48093. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.